First one, if we go down to a knee, is a kneeling hip flexor stretch. Whatever side we have down, I want you to do a little pelvic tilt first. Alright, so if you don't know what that is, arch your back and then do the opposite of it. Right, so from the side, this is the back arch, and then the opposite, you're going to be scooting the glute under. And that glute right here should be tightened up, real tight. So once you do that, again, keep the glute squeezed. The side that you have down, bring that arm up. We're going to lengthen that whole side. And as we're doing the stretches, I want you to do 3 planes of motion. If you don't know what the planes of motion are, it's okay. You just want to think about going front to back, side to side, and rotational. Right? And that's how our muscles and joints work. That's how we want to put the stretch into effect. So once you do that little pelvic tilt here, and you get the arm up and you feel that stretch immediately in the hip flexor and quad, deep breath in. I want you to exhale as you bend the front knee, keeping the back glute squeezed. Breathe out into the stretch. Deep breath in, exhale into it. Right now we're going front to back. So that's the first plane of motion. In the second plane of motion, we're going to go side to side. So keep that glute squeeze again, keep the arm up here, deep breath, shift the hips over a little bit. So we're going to move the hips laterally to the side. Deep breath, again, squeeze the glute, shift it over, and squeeze. And the third plane of motion, we're going to just do a rotation, and it's going to be towards the open side, rotational. So keep the glute squeezed, and I want you to rotate, turn this, and again, keep this glute squeezed here so you feel the front stretch. Inhale, rotate around, deep breath. Again, one more time, squeeze. Now what I've done is, this is an active stretch, now you feel it already, and that could be a real quick fix. But if you want, you can hold the stretches for about 15 to 30 seconds. I like to do little shorter stretches, and again, the active stretches you hold for about 2 to 4 seconds. But in total, you want to stretch the muscle group about 30 seconds. Alright, so do a few stretches. What I like to do is combine them. So not only front to back, and side to side, and a rotational, but a little bit of both. So we're going to go front to back, side to side, and rotate into it. Alright, deep breath in. And as I squeeze the glute here, it's going to reciprocally inhibit the front. So we're going to get a better stretch in the front again if we squeeze the bottom side glute. Alright, and again, we can try to hold this stretch for a few intervals, adding up to about 30 seconds. Right. And let's do it on the other leg. Again, just so you can see it. From here, we're going to do a pelvic tilt. So we're going to think about scooting. If you had a tail, it would be coming down underneath, like a dog tucking the tail under between the legs. So bring that same side arm up. Again, you want to try to feel the stretch in the front immediately upon doing that pelvic tilt. So I'm up here, deep breath in, let's go front to back with it. Deep breath in, and exhale into the stretch. And you can't go wrong holding it for about 5 seconds, doing that about five or so times, 6 times. Now also we're going to go side to side laterally. So you want to try to stretch, especially the outside of the hip right there, just by giving a little shift over. Deep breath. Inhale and squeeze that over. Now let's do a rotational one. And keep that glute squeeze and rotate the body. What you can do is you can follow the arm, see how far that goes, and try to increase it a little bit more each time. and again keeping the glute squeezed. Now let's do a combination of all three of those. So you go front to back, side to side with a little hip shift over towards the open side, and a little rotation. Deep breath in, up, side to side, and rotate into it. Alright, feels awesome. Anytime I have low back pain, I do that right away, and it helps tremendously. And the reason why I started off on the seat was, again, if you're driving and you feel that back stiffness, I have to stop about every hour, about every 45 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, or else I'll pay for it big time. So what I like to do is get out of the car, pretend this is the, say, wheel well of the car, or the inside of the door, or the bumper. If we're going straight on here, put this up, and you go front to back again. You bring both arms up, and as you do that, you can see my back's not overarching here. My back glute is squeezed. I'm going to squeeze down into that, and now it can go front to back, and I can show you from the front here. Front to back, squeeze, deep breath, and a little shift to the side now, deep breath. Now we're going to do a little rotational one, and a combination of all the planes of motion. So we're going front to back, side to side, and rotate. Whew. You feel that right away. Let's get the other one. Again, front to back here. And again, keep the bottom leg glute squeezed. Bring it up here. Let's use both arms. Come on up. Now shift over, and give me one rotational one into it. Alright, I hope that helps. And especially if you got some tightness, take care of it right away, because you don't want to pull something else or cause some other muscle imbalances and keep you out of commission or out of getting results. Alright, so hope to see you soon. Take care.